Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Again tonight, as we have the BPC boys junior high basketball team on the floor against the Lewistown Indians junior high basketball team. 8th grade is going to be the usual. We've said it, but it is 8th grade first, then 7th grade. Alongside tonight again, and he's going to stay the whole night. He's not going to be a part-timer. He's going to be a full-timer for tonight, Sam Hensley. Sam, thanks for joining me again tonight.
Glad to be here.
We're going to let me do play-by-play for the 8th grade game, and then Sam's going to give it a whirl for the whole game at the 7th grade level if I can keep my mouth shut and let him do it. I'll even do the book for you so you don't have to worry about it.
There we go.
Does that sound like a plan? On the camera again tonight will be the one and only Miles Hewlett. Miles is a wrestling fan and a gamer extraordinaire. You know, you're getting the start right here. You might be able to be, if you can't be a wrestler, maybe you can be a camera guy for wrestling. No? You don't think so? I can see you standing on the apron of the wrestling ring, getting knocked off. No? No? Okay. He says he's not going to do that. Okay, well, we'll go on to something else then. We got the 8th grade team last night picked up a win. The 7th grade team dropped a contest but came back and lost by, I think it ended up being 6, but they had it down by 8, but they had it down to 4 at one point. So they played very well down the stretch after going down 16-0 at the end of the first quarter. I might point out that West Central scored 16 in that 7th grade game in the first quarter and then didn't score again until like a minute left in the third quarter. And they hit a three-pointer from the corner that banked off the upper left-hand white box.
So we must have had some good defense going there for a while.
Yeah, they had good defense, and I think reality came back a little bit too. Yep. Maybe that might have been part of it. But at any rate, we are here tonight for Lewistown Indians. They've got a couple tall kids, man.
They've got a couple tall kids, a few 6th graders, a few 7th graders.
They only have 4 8th graders.
Yep.
What is it? 5? I got it right here in front of me. 5 7th graders, 4 8th graders, and 9 6th graders that they've brought with them tonight. So most of the 6th graders are still up there, but there's a few of them that are playing. The 6th graders that are playing 8th grade and 7th grade are Declan Kotewa. We'll go with Kotewa. That sounds good. We'll go with Kotewa. And Liam Larson and Brady Malotz. They're all playing, and then the 8th graders, all the 7th graders are playing 8th grade as well. But they do have a trio of 6th graders. We'll see if they play a whole lot or not. But we're about 4 minutes away from game time. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. All the events will be live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. This is just one of the games that we've got going on tonight here on the Hewlett Public Pro LLC YouTube channel. The other game is another volleyball game. This is a junior high volleyball game with West Prairie playing host to Rushville Industry. That game is at Scioto. So it's a high school gym, but they're playing junior high volleyball just much the same way, Sam, that we've done here. We've moved all the junior high games to the high school because they only had a one-sided gym, which meant parents couldn't come in the middle school.
Yep.
So trying to get all the kids into some playing time and letting the parents get to see them too is a plus. But nonetheless, there'll be some parents there, but we'll have it live on here as well. Saturday, a little bit of a note for all the BPC fans that are listening. It is West Prairie and BPC at Scioto at the high school gym. So again, it is the junior high volleyball teams at the high school gym Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. That game will be here on Hewlett Public Pro LLC with Ethan on the call. Ethan's on the call tonight as well. But I wanted to make sure you knew that it is at the Scioto High School gym for the junior high volleyball game on Saturday. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH, and we'll be back right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. As we're about a minute away, you'll hear the buzzer right now. Oh, Sarge missed it. I thought we were going to be really cool and get it right there on the buzzer.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, but I missed it. Or I'm going to blame it on him because it should have buzzed at 1 minute, right? Yes, it should have. So I'm going to blame it on Sarge. It's National FFA week, though, so
we'll give him a break.
We'll give him a break tonight. Yeah, well, I'm sure he's been busy, but it's not as busy as usual. It kind of has been a little more laid back than normal, isn't it?
Yeah, not as much going on this week.
Unfortunately, and that's not anybody's fault but COVID's, I guess, for lack of a better blamer or excuse, but it's going to be time for the national anthem as we do in the 8th grader game first. So before the 8th grade game, they do play the national anthem. So, per usual, no jump ball, COVID-style basketball here. We won't probably have as much fun with the officials tonight as we had last night. So here we go. For the Lewistown Indians, number 3, Blake Mason. Number 23 is John Barkley. Number 35 is Parker Roddice. Number 44 is John Draper, and BPC gets the steal. Huffman goes right to the basket. Shots off, no good. Well, zoom in a little bit for me, bud. Beekman for 3, and it falls off the front of the rim, hit every side of it. Pierce just threw it right into the gut of Huffman. And finally, Lewiston gets the ball, takes it back the other way. That was number 42, Brennan Grove, on the rebound, and then Huffman knocks it out of bounds again. And a pass intended for 7th grader Blake Mason. So all 4 8th graders did start here in the 8th grade game, and then over tying his shoe is number 35, Parker Roddice. Mason inbounds, gets it right back. Down the corner it goes to Grove, and he's, I thought he was going to get tied up. That's a 3. It's off, no good. Mason on the attempt. Blake Mason. Corner 3 by Christensen's off no good. Huffman with another rebound. Blocked himself with the bottom of the backboard. Pierce with a shot and a miss. Christensen gets it back. McKim's going to track it down. He goes right back to Huffman. Huffman's got an open lane to the basket, and he misses another one. This time it's out to Beekman. And we're going to have a timeout as the mask got ripped off of Pierce. From one mask to another. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that, in all honesty. And then we got Christensen's got to take a necklace off. Maybe. Trying to, anyway.
We've got a few things going on here.
Yeah, it's the first break, so we got to get everything taken care of right off the bat, right? There he goes. You see, he undid it, and he started to pull it off, and he still tried to duck out of it. Did you see that? So here we go. We're going to inbound it to Beekman. Beekman comes near side to Huffman. Well, he just, right in the face. And we're going to get a foul after the shot, I think. Foul on number 42, Brennan Grove, his first, team's first. Pierce has been in the lane quite a while. And stolen away, and then Christensen steals it back. Gets it to Beekman. Huffman, they're giving him a three. It was long. Pierce with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Well, they have kept the ball in that end of the floor a whole long time in this first quarter. It's almost 2 minutes in, and this is only the second time down the floor for Lewiston. Mason's long two is off no good. Beekman with the rebound. He's going to get out. He's just going to beat everybody else down the floor. Huffman was ahead of him, but Beekman gets the bucket. It's 4-0, and a timeout on the floor charged to the Lewiston Indians. Their first timeout is a 32nd timeout, helping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH's Community News Brief. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or to get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. So, Sam, 4:01 to go. It's 4-0. Spartans have really dominated this, even though they're only up by 4, but they've dominated the first 2 minutes of this game.
They sure have. Keeping the ball down on their side and in their possession most of the game so far.
They're probably out rebounding Lewiston about 75-2.
There's another one right there.
That's a steal by Christensen. When both players have hands on the ball, isn't that technically supposed to be a jump ball?
I would think so, but...
Nice inlet pass. Oh, what a pass by McKim, and Pierce can't finish, but he gets his own rebound and put back. What a pass by McKim. A little bounce pass through the lane. I thought he had a pretty open shot, but Pierce was even more open than he was. A great look by the 8th grader from Bushnell. There's the first shot from inside the three-point line, and a rebound, and tipped around, finally picked up by Huffman. That was Draper on the shot, and Huffman gets a layup the other direction. Oh, it bounced. How did that thing not go down? That should be a jump ball.
I was writing that down in the book and just bounced right out.
The coach is not happy about that not being a jump ball sooner. Well, maybe he's yelling at his own players. I can't really tell. I think he started by yelling at the official, but then he kind of changed it to the players because he didn't want to get a technical. Inbound pass tipped away. To Beekman in the corner it goes. Huffman with it, traps it, gets it knocked away, gathers it back up. Huffman back with it now. Pierce, jumper from about 16 feet is good. 8-0 is the score. BPC up with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. This 8th grade team, Sam, just keeps getting better and better every time. And there's a nice look at a three. That was Barkley, finally tracked down by Mason. Huffman knocked it away and then stepped on the line. That's going to be the the COVID timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back after this. Your score, 8-0. BPC leads the Indians here at BPC High School.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
And we're already back and already got a steal across from Huffman to Christensen, and he can't finish either. And then we're going to get a foul on Christensen. That'll be his first, team's first. .225 to go here in the first quarter. BPC leads 8-0. We've had a lot of lopsided first quarter scores, seems like, recently.
Steal by Huffman.
Huffman's got another steal, 2:15 to go. There it is. It's in that time. No, it's not. I was just trying to will one in for the kid. He's that one wasn't close, but every other one he's shot's been
I know it.
super close. Like Coach Harrison said last night, a shooter's got to keep shooting. Down the corner it goes to Grove, and it's another steal by Huffman. Huffman's got like 15 steals already.
I'd
and a
say.
layup by Beekman. Beekman's got 4 points. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. That's Rodis with it. Now Christensen got another steal for BPC on Rodis's pass. Huffman's going to drive. He's going to be fouled, and it bounces out. Man, there's like a half a lid on that basket down there or something.
He's not having too much luck on the layups tonight. He's had a couple just go in and out.
Foul was on number 42. Second team foul. Huffman at the free throw line to shoot 2. 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. First one is up and short. Checking in for the Indians, number 22 is Carter Sowers. Any folks watching at home from whether you're watching BPC or Lewiston, get in that live chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Second free throw is off to the left. No good. Pierce with a rebound to put back. A little drop, step, dribble. He can't make it fall. Draper finally gets it outletted to Mason, I think, down there. It is Mason. He pulls up from about 10 feet, and his shot's off no good. Christensen with the rebound. He gets it out to Beekman. Beekman pushes it down the floor the other way for BPC, and he's going to pull up, set up the offense. Then he's going to go to Huffman. Huffman, a little drive, and he gets tripped. McKim with the rebound and the putback. That one really wasn't Huffman's fault. He got tripped, and he was falling. He had to do something with it, so throw it at the rim and hope, right?
He made the best of it.
Yes, he did. It ended up being a good pass to McKim. Mason for 3. It's off no good. I'll tell you what, this 5 that's on the floor right now has been playing really well together. Beekman's going to shoot this one. And there it is. The 3 up and in for Beekman. It's 15-0 BPC. We'll see if that starts a little bit of a rally for the 8th grader from BPC. Mason's get his pass taken away. Now Beekman is wide open. Oh, nice little bounce pass. Pump fake, gives it back to Huffman. Does Beekman, and Beekman's like, Huffman, you're taller than me.
You try it.
You got a better chance amongst the trees than I do. But neither one of them finished. There's a shot, blocked partially. McKim had it, tipped it to Pierce, outletted it to Huffman. Huffman's going to go to the rim, put up the shot. He's fouled, and I think it's going to be on number 23, and Huffman's going to be shooting 2 more free throws. It is on number 23, John Barkley. his first, team's third. At the free throw line, number 11 for the Spartans is Lane Huffman. That one is short. That was almost identical to the first one last time. Checking in for the Indians, number 30, Owen Kelly, a 7th grader. Second one is good. Just had to find the range a couple times. He'll be good the rest of the night. As we're under 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. And that's a foul on Lane Huffman. Kind of a silly foul with 6 seconds to go. But give another chance here to shoot some more. To inbound it, I should say, not shoot. Rodis looks like he'll get the ball here. He will. 3 seconds into Draper. Tipped away to McKim. Christensen's going to heave it down the floor, and it's going to be no good. And that's how quarter number 1 ends, with BPC leading 16-0 over the Indians. You're listening to BPC Spartans Junior High Basketball on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Also helping to bring you tonight's contest is Square Music Company. The Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, service to instruments, and more. Located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location at 725 North Hampshire Street, or you can find them online at squaremusic.com. And Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. It's quarter number 2. 3 fouls for the Indians and 2 fouls for BPC. 16-0 is the score. Scoreboard is correct on the screen if you're watching. So everything seems to be going pretty well for BPC at the moment. And Huffman could have had another steal, but he left it alone. Grove's going to drive. His shot's off, no good. That's going to be a foul on
Pierce.
Be his first, right?
Yep.
Team's third. 2 free throws coming for number 42, Brennan Grove. First one is good. That's how they'll get their first points of the game, is at the free throw line. Second free throw coming. Off, no good. Tracked down by Christensen. Huffman gives it down to McKim. McKim's going to spin into the lane. Another nice bounce pass across to Christensen. That is 2 fantastic passes by McKim down low. Do you pass like that in the post?
I don't think mine look as good as McKim's do, but I try to make them look like that.
Across there, goes out of bounds off of Owen Kelly. It was tipped away, I think, by Christensen. And checking in for the Indians will be number 24, Brett Paisley. What if he's related to Brad?
I was thinking that to myself earlier.
Think he could? I asked you earlier if you thought he could sing. What do you think?
Well, I'll have to do a little interview after the game here.
They would track him down and see if he can or not. That'd be perfect if he could. He's got like the best Halloween costume for every year. Into Groves, taken away by Christensen. He outlets it to Huffman, who's going to save it. Oh, his toe. We're going to take a timeout. Never mind, his toes weren't on the line. I didn't know where that whistle came from. 30-second timeout charged to BPC as Coach Harrison's thinking, I'll just save that possession real quick. I'm going to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Country Financial Agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protecting the things that mean the most in your life and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. So we're at the 5:11 mark of quarter number deuce, right?
Bushnell with just a commanding lead so far.
18-1. Lewistown's had some good looks. You have to think that if Bushnell continues to struggle making shots, even though they're up 18-1, they've missed a lot of opportunities. Bunnies if Lewiston was to start making those shots, this game could turn around relatively quickly, but it is Bushnell basketball. 5:11 to go in the first half. Beekman to inbound. McKim, baseline jumper. Oh, it's off the front of the rim, no good. I guess technically it's the side of the rim, but it's kind of the front of the rim. Huffman's going to get it, almost had a steal, and then McKim's down there fighting for it. He's going to get it out to Huffman. Huffman's going to drive, and he's going to bounce it off his own leg out of bounds. Of course, he had a little bit of help there from Draper, right? Draper was leaning on him a little bit, but 4:55 to go in the first half. That's Paisley with it, and Huffman almost another steal. We got to give Barkley some credit. Jump ball is going to be called, possession to BPC. Well, Barkley was down there just fighting for that basketball, wasn't he? And then we got the COVID timeout. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
We're going to pull away from the commercial there and come back to live action as they cut that short. They charged Lewiston with a timeout. I thought it should have been the COVID timeout, but maybe it wasn't. There's Huffman with a steal and a layup. So we'll correct everything here and take another timeout away from Lewiston. That makes it 4-3 on the timeouts. Beekman blocks Barkley. Pierce gets the errant shot, takes it back the other way. He's going to drive right to the hoop. He's fouled and count the basket and the harm. He'll go to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. The foul is going to be on number 44, I do believe. That's the fourth foul. Checking in for BPC is number 34, Braxton Rhodes, at the free throw line to complete the three-point play is Mr. Tanner Pierce. Free throw is up and rolls around off Huffman with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. I'm going to call that on 42 or 44. Let's wait and see. What do you think? Take a guess. Who's
I'm saying 42.
You are correct. Look at you go.
That's his third.
Huffman at the free throw line. Made the first one. And Connor Upton's in the game. I believe he's going to get called for a foul. Nope, 45. Pierce picks up his second, right?
Yep.
Down low. That's Draper with a shot. Grove had to rebound this momentarily. Draper turnaround off, no good. It goes to Paisley. Paisley now gets it out to Rodis. Back inside it goes, and it's missed again, but finally BPC is going to take it back the other way, all the way to the rack. Layup is good by Huffman. That was number 24, right?
Yeah.
Brett Paisley with the shot. First field goal of the game for the Indians. 3:22 to go. Upton had the three, missed it. McKim with the rebound. He's going to throw it up, and he's going to be fouled. 2 free throws coming for Ethan McKim. Looks like 35 was on the foul. Team foul number 6. 2 coming for Ethan McKim. Banks the first one home. Checking in for the Spartans, number 25. That is Carson Christensen. He'll replace Pierce, and Beekman looks like he's coming in for McKim if McKim makes the second one. Second one's off, no good. Barkley over to Rodis, back to Barkley. He looks at the 3 and then bounces it off Rodis' toe, and going to go over and back. That Barkley kid, I know they haven't scored many points. It's 27-3, but Barkley, John Barkley, is all over the floor.
He knows how to hustle.
Yes, he does. So we're to take that break that I thought we were taking a few moments ago. We'll get a word here with 27-3 the score. Spartans lead the Indians on TSSR Live, presented by MD8.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or MDH.
And we're back here with 3:04 to go after the COVID timeout, and haven't let you talk a whole lot, Sam. You've been kind of quiet tonight. Did you have a rough day at school?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a terrible day. It was one day closer to Friday. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about FFA week. We'll talk maybe some about that at halftime of the 2 games or whatever. Yep. A little bit about what's going on there, but nothing seems the same, and we're taking a longer break. Of course, I do the shorter commercial this time, and they take the longer break. I apologize for that. But helping bring you to this contest is Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. So it's going to be Christensen to inbound with 3:04 to go in the first half. Beekman with the basketball. Upton to Rhodes to Beekman. Upton another chance at 3. It's off, no good. A short putback by Huffman won't fall either. Now Huffman with another steal, and then Christensen's going to steal it from Huffman, so to speak. Patty Osborne mentioned on Facebook that Blake Mason is her nephew. Barkley with a steal and a jump balls. Beekman and Barkley and Mason are all down there fighting for it. Now, here's the thing that begs the question. You got Blake Mason, who is 7th grader.
Yep.
Started 8th grade. So does he get to play 7th grade? Are they going to let him play with all the other 6th graders and stuff they have?
I don't know how that'll pan out. I don't know if they have a rotation or something that they do, or.
Well, it's great that he gets to play with the 8th graders, but it sucks if he doesn't get to play with the 7th graders. You know what I mean? There's Draper, and he's going to get fouled by Christensen. Well, he got a ghost foul, but I'll tell you what, I've said it many times, this foul on Christensen. If you take that swipe, you don't even have to make contact. If you take a huge swipe at somebody and it's close, you're probably going to get that foul called. And that's one thing that you need to learn. That's why you don't take those huge swiping swings to try to block a shot. You just stick your hand up and kind of make a little tap at it.
Yep.
And Draper's first one is off, no good. I always wonder, like Draper's wearing glasses, I wonder when he got his glasses. He's an 8th grader. Second one is good. I got my glasses my 7th grade year, actually. But I remember when I went from, I didn't know I couldn't see. But when I got my glasses, it was a completely different thing. So every time I see a kid about that age, I wonder how long they've had their glasses and if they have that effect, if it has that same effect.
Yeah.
Beekman with it. Upton into Pierce. Pierce puts up the shot off, no good. Grove with the rebound and gives it to Barkley. They go up the other way. 1:52 to go in the first half. Mason with it. And he threw it off the knees of Draper. Tough break. Mason had the right idea, and Draper was coming to help, but they just kind of
collided.
Yeah, came together at the wrong time. 1:42 to go here in the first half. Beekman with it to Pierce. Pierce to McKim. There's a nice pass to McKim, and he's going to get the basket to fall. Boy, the big guys are passing the rock really, really well here tonight. 1:30 to go in the first half. It's 29-4. And then Mason, who had to go way up to get the ball, travels with it. And he's going to take a seat. Checking in for the Indians is number 22, Carter Sowers. Beekman to Pierce again. McKim was wide open again, but that time Pierce gets the shot, and it's going to be a jump ball on a rebound to possession to the Indians. But McKim was wide open that time. Pierce had a relatively open shot too, so you can't say anything bad about not passing it. BPC playing a 2-1-2, or is Pierce just coming up to guard?
It could be a 2-3 or 2-1-2. I don't know.
There's Grove with a basket. It's 29-6. 1 minute remaining. Now Pierce with it again. He's going to drive right around Draper, put up the shot. It's off, no good. Draper's going to knock it out of bounds. I was going to say knock it out of bounds sooner, but I didn't know if Beekman was going to be able to get to it and grab it or not. 54 seconds remaining here in the first half. Right into Pierce it goes. He turns around, puts the shot up, off, no good. And another jump ball. McKim. Was that his glasses? It was. McKim just reached in there and grabbed his glasses to keep him from stepping on him. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah, Draper got his glasses knocked off, and McKim reached in while they were still fighting for the ball and picked up his glasses so that they wouldn't get stepped on. I think Beekman's going to pick up a foul there. 45 seconds remaining as he was trying to get the ball on the rebound. But McKim literally reached in while they were still fighting for the jump ball. He knew it was going to be a jump ball. He reached in and grabbed the glasses off the floor so that nobody would step on him.
What a nice kid.
That's pretty quick thinking, too.
Yeah, I know it.
Draper's shot's off, no good. Gets his own rebound. He's blocked partially by Upton. And Beekman's going to take it back the other way with 28 seconds. He's going to pull up, put the jumper up from about 10 feet. It's off, no good. Pierce with the rebound. That's it out to Upton. Upton now is going to go to Rhodes, who gets it back to Beekman. 17 seconds, and Beekman's going to put up another three. That one's off, no good. Pierce with the rebound. Another nice pass to McKim, and McKim finishes again. And we've got a shoot tying issue. I think that's Rhodes, isn't it? It is. So it's 31-6.
I tell you what, these 8th graders are really learning to play as a team and getting better playing with each other on the floor.
Yeah, there've been some outstanding passes here tonight. Barkley's going to run in and throw it up. It's going to go out of bounds with 0.7 seconds left. Coach Harrison says, just catch the ball and let's go to halftime. And that he does. And that's the end of the first half of play. BPC leading the Lewistown Indians 31-6. You're watching BPC Sports on TSSR. Game Time Live presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. You didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. We're at the halfway point. 8 minutes left in halftime, and BPC ag teacher, FFA extraordinaire, Steve Sargent's running the scoreboard tonight, so I sent Sam over to get him, see if he'd come over and talk to us for a few minutes. I'm not saying he's old, but his first year here was my last year here, and I'm approaching 30 years out of school, so we'll just say that. But Sarge is for sure one of the best, and very lucky to have him here for as long as they've had at BPC. So I know he's a Western grad, and Western's made a big deal about their grads this week during National FFA Week. And I know there were some SAE winners from Bushnell this year. Will Hensley was one of them, and there was another one I saw today. Emily Hickenbottom was one of them. So we had some SAE winners, and there's a lot of Section 11 schools that I just weren't Section 11 schools when I was in. Here you go, Sarge. Put the headset on, big boy. Hey, we can test the light on Sarge, see if it works. It's been a little dark here for us, so. You might be a little too far away, I guess. So we'll have to work on that. We were just testing out a light, but it is National FFA Week, and this is, I think I saw on a Western Illinois University post that this is FFA Week number 31 as a teacher. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Something like that.
We won't talk much about that, but I would imagine that this is the most odd FFA Week you've ever had as a teacher.
You know, this is one for the books. This is, like you said, this is the most unusual National FFA Week that we've ever went through. Absolutely correct.
Now, every year the BPC FFA alumni has their spaghetti supper. Of course, you can't do that this year. You always sell raffle tickets for a side-by-side.
Those
right?
I do have.
You do have those?
Yep, I have those.
I mean, you're always able to sell them at the game. You can't sell those at the game, so how can they get those?
They can get a hold of me. I've been pushing them on our Facebook page. That's about all we can offer right now, but I do have them available.
And that's
what they did was, this is the one that, because someone asked, I did see a comment someone had made on our Facebook site about, because it's a 2020 side-by-side, they didn't want to use one. And I'm like, well, this one's still brand new. Since we didn't have state convention last year, they just rolled it over. So this is the same one from last year.
And, what's the ticket cost? Do you
would put me on the spot like that. I think they're $10 or 3 for $25, something like that. Yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head.
But here's my point. It doesn't really matter. If it's $10 or even $20, a used side-by-side for $20, you probably shouldn't complain a whole lot. I mean, that's my opinion.
This is probably, I would estimate $9,000 to $10,000 machine.
Yeah, so used, even if it was used one year, it'd be a $5,000 or $6,000 machine for $20. Probably can't complain a whole lot. Either way.
No, it'd be a nice something to have sitting there in the garage, and all the proceeds of that is run through the Illinois FFA alumni, and then they turn around and they will put all of that money back into scholarships for FFA members. for items like leadership camp when we're allowed to have that again. And what used to be called Made for Excellence Conference.
I remember that. I went to that.
Yeah, now it is. Now we have 212 conference and 360 conference and those types of things, but it's the same idea. So all the money that the alumni raised from the sale of this machine goes to that. Also going on right now is the Illinois FFA alumni auction.
And it's an online auction.
It is an online auction this year. Normally, once again, that is a live auction, but it is online this year.
So that actually maybe opens it up to more people and maybe a little more money if you're lucky.
It does. It touches base with a few more people, you know.
So
you got to look at the positive side and try to take some reflection from this. I know last year when we did our bedding plant sale, we opened up a whole new avenue. We had people buying plants from us that we'd never seen before because we did it online, and they could schedule a pickup where we would actually have their plants ready and carry them and put them right in their car for them.
So two things before I let you go. We're down to 3 minutes here, but what's the alumni able to do they are so active for you guys. What are they able to do to raise any money for all the stuff that they try to help you guys with? Are they doing anything to try to raise any money locally for the BPC FFA alumni?
Well, we were very fortunate when we were able to pull off our livestock show and sale this past summer, which the alumni really doesn't make any money off of that. All that money goes back to the kids. The alumni's sole fundraiser is that spaghetti supper.
Right.
And we were unable to do so or to have it this year. And so
they're not really doing much then.
They're not able to do a whole lot. That is something that, we probably should have a meeting and try to come up with some other avenues, because despite all of that, I know they still would like to offer their collegiate scholarships and things like that. So,
and they give everybody rides all the time, and they help with all kinds of stuff.
They are a tremendous asset to our chapter.
FFA week, way different. What are you able to do this week? Have you been able to do much of anything?
Well, we decided to take a little bit different look at it this year. We did our dress-up days this year, but as far as our tractor drive day, we're probably looking at something maybe later in March before planting season ties up all the tractors. We're pushing it back. We still have hopes of, trying to do a few things once it gets nice to where we can maybe open things up and we can be outside. So we're still planning activities. We're not doing them during National FFA Week. And last week we were with a lot of other chapters in our area. Andy said he would cover it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So we're good then.
And there's a lot of other chapters in the area they're just going to postpone things until we can get outside and do some activities.
Well, SAEs real quick, since Andy's going to cover that for you. You guys had some proficiency interviews, what we used to call our SAE interviews now, I think, right?
Yeah,
you had a few winners, and you guys had some good things happen, it sounded like.
Yeah, the kids did an excellent job this year. Really proud of them. We did advance 7 students to the district level, so we're happy with that. We're also very fortunate to have 6 students that will be receiving their state FFA degrees. So the kids have worked really hard in getting those books and those applications done. This year, proficiency interviews, once again, they were different. They were virtual.
Right.
The teachers were all together, but the students were virtual. And we no longer use Easy Records. We switched over something called AET. And in that case, we are actually judging an application that AET generates for them.
Well, I'll let you get back over there so Andy doesn't have to do too much. We'll let you get off. But there's probably a few more things we could talk about. If you want to come back at halftime of the 7th grade game, come on over because there's a few more questions.
Whatever you want to do.
I would love that because I got a couple more questions I'd like to ask.
All right. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thanks. Thanks, Sarge. We'll get Sam back under the headset here. Thank you, sir. Get Sarge to come back over at halftime of the 7th grade game and talk to him as well. And we'll get Sam back under the headset. And just like that, we're ready to go with second half action here at BPC High School for the 8th graders. Oh, Rodis is down there. I couldn't see him from my computer. Three on the way by Rodis is off. No good. Rebound to McKim. It's tipped, but picked up by Huffman. So we're underway. Third quarter action here at BPC High School. And we're going to have a jump ball possession to BPC. 31-6, 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Nobody's fouled yet. Here in the third quarter, anyway. We didn't even talk any stats or nothing, did we, Sam?
Mm-mm.
You want to? Can you count off? Anybody got a bunch of points there?
We've got 3 guys with 7 points, which would be McKim, Huffman, and Beekman, and then Tanner Pierce has 8 points. So kind of a whole bunch of guys there getting some points tonight.
Good balanced scoring. Pierce fights it away from Grove. Huffman for 3. It's long. It's going to go, and McKim's going to save it. Oh, he was on the sideline. He saved it perfectly right to Beekman, but he was on the baseline, actually, not the sideline. I'm sorry. It was a line anyway.
Some sort of line.
Some sort of line.
Yep.
He was on it, and he was out of bounds. 5:17 to go. Rodis looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Draper with it. He's going to pull up from about 10 feet, way long. He just passed it to Barkley. Barkley shots off, no good. Christensen with the rebound. Outlets it to Beekman. Beekman's got Huffman. Another little bounce pass across the lane. Pull up. Jumper is off, no good. Back to Beekman. McKim looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Beekman's going to take another one. That one's good. Brock Beekman hits his second tray of the night, and it's 34-6. Another steal by Beekman. Rodis is tracking him down, and he gets the pass knocked away, and then right back to Brock Beekman. A bad pass ends up being an assist to himself.
Yes.
So it's 36-6. Rodis looks at the 3, won't take it. Draper with it, pulls up, and it's going to be a jump. Well, they're not going to call it. Rodis and Beekman come together. Oh, nice outlet pass from McKim. Huffman with the layup is good. I almost thought that he might give that ball to Christensen. He looked at him, and then he's like, I'm about 2 steps away. I better finish. Carter Sowers is in the ball game as Mason is not starting here in this half. Now Beekman to Huffman. Huffman's layup is off, no good. Christensen with the rebound and the miss. Beekman's got it back. Huffman now back to Christensen. Christensen's going to drive. His running one-hander's off, no good. Gets his own rebound. Well, he had his own rebound, but couldn't quite grab a hold of it. Steps on the baseline. Out of bounds to Lewiston. 38-6 is the score. 3:40 to go. Clock running here in quarter number 3. Jumper by Draper's off. It's going to stay to. It's going to stay. It was blocked. That's it. Went actually. The shot went. It actually went behind the backboard, and I was like, I don't think that shot would have been that bad. It had not had a little help, and it wouldn't have. They pointed it. I think he said Pierce might have hit it. Huffman is going to be fouled. I think. Oh, he called that on Huffman.
Foul on Huffman, evidently.
He called it on Huffman.
That could have gone either way there.
I thought it was going to go the other way, but Draper on the inbounds, and Huffman got away with one there, so that's and then Grove's going to get the follow. It's off, no good. Pierce is going to have it. He's going to outlet it to Huffman, and Huffman gets another running layup to fall.
Another fast break bucket there.
And a line change coming in for BPC, a bunch of 7th graders and a couple of 8th graders. A nice pass. Rodis to Grove, but Grove can't finish. That was a nice little pass, Rodis. Now 3 for Beekman. Beekman knows he's leaving, and he wanted to get another 3 before he got taken out.
Another quick bucket.
Christensen got the follow, though. Beekman's like, I'm not going to get to play anymore. I want to take another chance at a 3. That's a shooter for you right there. And then there's going to be a foul. I think it might be on Christensen. We'll see.
I think that one was a foul there.
It is on number 25, Christensen. BPC's second. And we're going to have the COVID timeout as we get everybody to the benches. Did they call the timeout? Or did they just go over there? Did I miss it?
I don't think the ref signaled anything, but it seems like there's a a little bit of a break
We'll
going
just
on.
do some live reads. I don't know what's going on. Helping to bring you this contest here on the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is M&B Furniture. Bushnell's only furniture store will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mandbfurnitureiNc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. So we're at the 2:37 mark of the third quarter. It's 42-6, and we had a line change for BPC, and Connor Palm is talking to the official. Not sure what that conversation was about. We could ask people to give memes on what they think that conversation was about. What do you think about that?
Get the live chat going a little bit.
Get the live chat going a little bit. Keep it clean if you would. Lieb, as Barkley puts up the shots and in, as Lieb was on the defense. On the floor for BPC is Rhodes, Lieb, Palm, Ruffin, and Upton. Upton and Rhodes played in the first half. 3 on the way by Upton's off, no good. Grove with the rebound. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Barkley gives it over to number 30. That's Kelly. His shot's off, no good. Palm with the rebound. He's going to outlet it to Upton. Biggest kid on the floor for BPC is playing a point. He's going to give it to Ruffin now. Ruffin might have just traveled a little there. Oh, Palm, nice cut to the lane. Now to Upton. Nice pass. Running one-hander off, no good. Little underhand, one-handed shot there by Upton. Falls just short. It's 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Grove has it go off his finger. Oh, they're going to say that wasn't. Grove thought it was off of him, too. He's like, oh, okay, I'll go take it back, I guess. 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Broadus to get it. Oh, nice play by Upton. He's going to save it into Lieb. Lieb's going to give it to Rhodes, and Rhodes will bring it up for BPC. Across he goes to Palm. Rhodes is going to loft the tray up. It's off the side of the rim, no good. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Upton with the steal. Barkley a little lackadaisical on that pass. Ruffin with it. He shuffled the feet again. Upton's going to put up the 3. It's long that time, no good. There's Sowers with a shot. Grove with the rebound. His shot's off, no good. Groves with another putback. It's good. He's got about a 8-inch advantage.
Yeah, Grove's got a couple, or a foot on him at least.
Him and Draper ought to be able to. Oh, Lieb's going to try the 3. It rattles around and falls off. 45 seconds to go. 42-10, and Ruffin's going to pick up a foul. Looks like Logan Ash and Brett Havens checking in for BPC, and checking in for the Indians is number 3, Blake Mason. And I think that probably tells us what we were talking about in the first half, is if he gets to play, because he didn't play much here in his third quarter at all.
Yep.
Sideline play. Stack. Draper has it. He's triple teamed, and there's still nobody with a hand tall enough to guard him. Harley Upton was there a little bit, but now Rhodes and Grove are battling it out over on the floor, and Grove is going to pick it up. He's going to go in, and Rhodes is going to pick up the foul. I mean, he's taller than Pearson McKim too, but he don't have a whole lot on Upton. But earlier when he was getting all those self-missed rebounds, that Upton wasn't over there battling with him.
Yep.
Broadus with it down to Draper. Draper's turnaround's off, no good. And there's Grove again over Logan Ash. And that's not even fair.
Grove's just putting the beat down on these smaller guys down here.
It's Ash was right there, though. You got to give Logan credit. He was fighting the whole time. He didn't quit. Put a hand up, didn't foul him. And Upton tries the 3 at the end of the third quarter, and he is less than happy with himself for missing it. But tell you what, Upton Upton played such a good game with the 7th graders, and it was almost like a coach on the floor the other night. It was so awesome to see in that 7th grade game. Able to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. And Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. 6 minutes remain on the clock. We go to quarter number 4. 42-12 is the score. BPC with 4 fouls, and there's Barkley with a 3 attempt. Goes out of bounds. Possession to BPC, and we have a running clock here. Christensen to Ash. And Ash's pass momentarily taken away by Barkley, but it's going to be out of bounds. Possession to BPC. This clock will go pretty quick here. They'll take longer than 6 minutes, though, because we have the COVID timeout.
Can't forget about the COVID timeout.
No. Guppy with the long 2. It was off no good. McKim had to try it to put back. Grove picks it up off the floor and goes back the other direction with Barkley having it. He goes back down to Grove. McKim's down there, and Grove gets the shot to fall. That was not nearly as easy of a look, though, for Grove. Good finish. And Christensen with it now. It's 42-14, and then Christensen wanted to go to Havens, and Havens wanted to go into the block. Now McKim's going to track down a loose ball, and it's finally going to get tipped to Christensen. 4:40 to go. Carson Christensen going to go all the way. Somebody said all the way. Was that Bambi? Not sure who that was, how far down there.
One of our 50 people over here.
One of the 25 that's to our left, and one of them was one of them that said it. But he can't find the ball. Christensen comes out and has his hands up in the air. Where's the ball, Coach? Can't find it. Draper was down looking for it, too. Hey, there it is. Christensen coming out. Poor kid. There's probably a rack and 75 balls laying on the floor down there, so it probably is hard to know which one was actually supposed to come back out with him. Rodis for 3. It's off the back of the rim and no good. Palm with the rebound. 3:50 to go. Wonder, did they keep the clock running that whole time? Oh, Rodis with a tip away, and it's almost steal, but it goes out of bounds.
It almost looks like they might have.
They might have. I don't know. I think they must have, because there's 3:36 to go. You know, technically, well, I guess dead balls, not stopped clock, is what they go by. So I was going to say there's no media timeout if the clock never stops. Oh, Havens can't control it out of bounds on the pass from Palm. And it's still going to go back to Lewiston. 42-14 is the score. Barkley's going to take it back the other direction. Grove gets the rebound, and the putback is good. 42-16. 2:56 to go. And there's a kick. And they are going to take the timeout. So the clock stops at 2:51 to go, and we'll be right back. 2:51 to go here in quarter number 4. Running clock. BPC leads the Lewiston Indians.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we're back to action here, and lead for 3. It's off, no good. Grove the rebound. Bryce Pasley, I'm sorry. Our whole conversation about whether Brett could sing or not doesn't even matter because it's Pasley and not Paisley. Bryce, thanks for sharing it. I feel all demoralized now. We just wasted that entire conversation. Jaden Johnson is watching. Bryce, thanks for correcting us. Pasley, not Paisley, Pasley. 2 minutes to go. Grove at the free throw line. It's off, no good. Roddice back the other way, and he gets hammered. I don't know if that's Ash or Palm or Lieb. Yep, they are giving it to Lieb. You're right. Gosh, you've been all over that tonight. All over it. 42-16. Clock running, 1:26 to go. Roddice's shot's off, no good. Sorry, I forgot about Grove's last two. I didn't put that up there, so it's 42-18. We do have a running clock. Roddice's second free throw is off, no good. Grove with the rebound and the putback. Boy, he has padded his stats here in the fourth quarter.
I think...
so he got like 16 of their 20?
He's got 13.
13 of their 20. That was close. Oh, Palm looking for Havens over his head out of bounds.
Of course, I could have that wrong, but I've got him down for 13.
Roddice with it. 38 seconds remaining. Back into Grove it goes again, and he's going to get another two.
Two more.
That might be it. We'll see. Rhodes is going to have to get it in. He's got to throw it in. 25 seconds remaining. Rhodes with it. 15 seconds. Block going to be called on Roddice, and Roddice has hurt his knee a little bit. That's the first foul of the half. He's going to get a little help up. Mason's going to check in as Roddice is going to limp off under his own power. And it'll be Rhodes to inbound. 42-22 looks like it'll be the final. Oh. That's Pasley has a chance at the bucket. Santa horn blows. That's how it'll end. 42-22 is the final. BPC with the win over the Lewistown Indians. This contest brought to you tonight by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink or a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come in and join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. You want to go over some points here?
Yeah, our leading scorer for Bushnell tonight was Beekman with 12. Huffman came behind with 11. And Pierce had 8. McKim had 7. And Christensen had 4. And for Lewiston. Grove had 15. Barkley and Pasley both had 2.
You're 3 points short.
Am I?
Yeah. 15 plus 2 plus 2 is 19, right?
Well, Draper had 1.
So
what was
so that's 20. So you're 1 bucket
so
short.
I am 1 short.
You're 1 bucket short.
No.
Well, that's close enough. 42 to 22, I guess it really doesn't matter at this point, does it? Although if it was somebody who we didn't announce, we would have loved to have been able to get their name announced. So I guess we'll take a break here from the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cold Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. So with that, we'll take a break. We'll come back in just a little bit with the 7th grade game. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.